Ladies and gentlemen of the media, welcome back. It's NRG Stadium here at the Final Four in Houston, Texas. I'd like to welcome all of you for joining us here. Coach Boeheim is here and will join us on the dais in just a moment. Just a reminder, while joining us here in the main interview room, please silence your cell phone. Please refrain from the use of flash photography. A reminder that you may no longer use video recording devices in this room. That includes handhelds, minicams, phones, camera phones. That includes, please, no social media video as well. You can shoot social media video in the locker rooms, in the hallways, any place but this room, pretty much. Satellite information is the same as was announced earlier. If you need that, you can come up during a break and ask me, or you can ask a representative from Hammond Communications in the back of the room. We have 4 microphone stewards. They are Danny, Justin, Sierra, and Joe. They're doing a fantastic job. If you have a question for Coach Boeheim, please raise your hand. We'll send one of the microphone stewards in your direction. And please remember to state your name and media outlet before you present your question. We'll begin with Coach Boeheim in just a minute. Okay. Yep. Our very talented typists and editors from ASAP are transcribing all of these news conferences. And the quotes are provided outside on the tables following the press conferences in an expedient amount of time. They're also on ncaa.com for those of you who enjoy cutting and pasting. Coach? We're joined now, ladies and gentlemen, by Jim Boeheim, the head coach of the Syracuse Orange. We'll ask Coach to tip things off with an opening statement, then he'll take your questions.
Well, it's exciting to be here and be part of the Final Four again. It's a tremendous experience for our players. I couldn't be happier for what they've accomplished.
If you have a question for Coach Boeheim, please raise your hand. We'll send a microphone steward in your direction. Please remember to state your name and media outlet before you present Coach with your question. We'll go right to the middle with Zach.
Zach Braziller, New York Post. Jim, when you look at this run in the tournament, how big of a factor is the play of the 2 Tylers and Coleman have been, and also how important are they, obviously going up against North Carolina Saturday night?
Well, our team, as I think you know, is it's 7 guys, and we really need all hands on deck. We can't be successful in a game situation that we don't have all our guys. And obviously, the frontline guys even more so against Carolina with their size and the ability that they have. But we're really a team that has gotten here with all guys. We need something from all of them, and they've produced that in this tournament.
We'll stay in that same area, Coach, with Adam.
Hey, Jim. Adam Zagoria, SNY. Tyler and Malachi won a state title together. Tyler Roberson and Malachi, state title together at Roseau Catholic. Have you ever heard of or coached guys that made a Final Four that also won a state title together in high school? And can you talk about the 2 of them a little? And also, how would you have reacted if the NCAA told you you were in the tournament and then told you it was a mistake afterwards, as they did with South Carolina?
I don't know the last part. I'm not sure what that. I don't know. I'm not familiar with what you just said there. The first part, I don't know if I've ever had anybody that's been on the same state championship team. So I don't. I'm sure somebody's done it, but I don't know who.
All right, let's move to the next question. Just to the right of the aisle, toward the back.
Jim, Jeff Fischel from the ACC Digital Network. How have you seen Michael Gbinije evolve both as a point guard and as a leader since he's arrived? Now, how would you say your role has been in that process?
Well, he's done the work. I mean, our coaches have done a great job with him. Jerry McNamara works with him every day, and during the course of practice, all the coaches have an effect on him, what he's doing. But he came in as a small forward, kind of a little too, but mostly small forward that wasn't a very good shooter and didn't handle the ball very well. And he's evolved over, it's been an evolution. It's taken time. He's developed into a very good shooter, a very good ball handler, and an exceptional leader in that he comes to do it every day. He's there every day. As the players on our team look to Trevor and Mike as two guys that come every day, no matter what's happened. When you lose 2, 3, 4 in a row, as we did to start the conference season, those two guys come in every day, and they get ready to go. It's been a great, it's been great for our younger players to see that, and I think it's helped them develop that type of attitude, that type of work ethic. But Mike has really, really worked hard. I mean, his first couple of years, we were probably pretty tough on him to get him to understand what he had to do, how much he had to do, how much work he had to do. He's developed his body. He's worked really hard in the off season. He's become a very good shooter and ball handler, and he's really become a point guard in a lot of ways. And it's been a tremendous evolution. I think he's improved as much or more than any player that I've ever coached.
To the right of the aisle, Pete.
Jim, Mark Coyle made some comments in Syracuse yesterday saying that your contract window, which ends in 2 years, is going to be held up as expected. You had expressed some ambiguity about a month ago, saying you were uncertain about when your tenure would end at Syracuse.
I disagree. I don't think I've ever said that.
You said nobody knows.
Well, nobody knows. It might be this month. Yeah, I mean, in that way. You mean, in other words, it could be, but I've never had any ambiguity about how long that I was going to coach.
So you have no plan to go further than the 2 years after this?
I have no plans.
Okay. Do you have any plans if you win this to walk away?
I have no plans on that.
St.
I've
Mary's.
always thought you should walk away when you can't win anymore. I never really thought you should walk away when you do win.
Next question's for Matt.
Matt Park from Syracuse IMG. Coach, a couple-parter here. Your Final Four appearances have been really spread out. What does it mean now to have a couple of guys like Trevor Cooney that'll represent the program by playing in the Final Four twice for the first time? And how do you account for you've had talented teams that didn't quite make it, and then you've had other teams like 96 and this team that have put together incredible runs at the end of the year?
Just like everybody else that's ever coached for 40 years. You have some teams that do a little better and some teams that do a little worse. I laugh a little bit when they say, well, you really did a great coaching job this year. So in other words, like I'm better this year than I was last year or 2 years ago, or what am I doing better? What's that all about? I'm doing the best I can every year. Now that may not be very good, but it's the best I can do every year. Some years teams do go further, and but that doesn't mean that I'm necessarily doing something better. I mean, I'm doing the best I can, whatever that may be. And I think as coaches, hopefully we get better at what we do as we get experiences with different teams. I know my Olympic experience has been tremendously helpful for me in terms of some things, a lot of things that we do from the coaches I've worked with, Mike, obviously, and the assistant coaches I've been able to work with, Mike D'Antoni and Nate McMillan and Tom Thibodeau and Monty Williams. I mean, those experiences have all helped me, as well as the players have helped me with some of the things that they've said or done during the course of the time we've been together, particularly a guy like Jason Kidd when he was with us. Those things all should help make you better. And if we're not getting better at what we're doing, whoever we are, whatever we're doing, then, you shouldn't be, you're not doing your job. You should get better. But I think each year you try to do the best you can. You do the things you do. Some years you put your team in a press, and I've done that, and we got our ass beat. And some years you put them in a press and it works. And it's a matter of the players. Hubie Brown once told our team, and he told me a couple times I've heard him talk, you know, it's the execution that the players do, how they execute is going to determine how your coach is perceived. And I learned a lesson one year in my early coaching career. We ran a play at the end of a game, and it worked, and we won by 1. And 2 weeks later, we had the similar game, similar situation. We ran the same play, and it didn't go in, and I was a shitty coach. So that's just the way it works. You know, it's what coaching is. I think somebody said to me the other day, you know, we all have a job, but very few people have jobs that everybody else thinks they can do better.
To the left of the aisle with Jeff.
Jim,
There's a guy that thinks he can.
Name and media outlet, sir.
ESPN. What's this year been like for you personally?
Well, I mean, that's a long answer. I'll try to give you the short answer is we knew the start of the year, I thought we were really going to struggle in practice, and then we went down to Atlantis and beat some really good teams. 6 NCAA teams were in that tournament, and we played great. You know, we played unbelievable, way better than I thought we could play. And then we came out of that, came home, got beat by Wisconsin, which at that time was a bad loss. And we missed a 3 or 4 foul shot. Had a really good chance we could have won, but we didn't. And then I got the vacation, and we didn't play well at all. I think the first 2 games we just weren't ready. It was a hard adjustment. And then I think the team played well, you know. And but we just had some tough games. We were at Miami, and then Pittsburgh, and then Clemson came in, and they were playing great, and they beat us in overtime. And then we obviously came back for North Carolina, and they're pretty good. So it was a real tough start there. That was tough. But then we played the best basketball we played all year at Wake Forest and Duke, and we played well at Virginia, and then we came home, played great. And then the end of the year, it's simply a matter of we played at Carolina, at Louisville, and at Florida State. Those were the 3 losses. They said we lost 5 out of 6. Those were 3, and the other 2, we can't beat that team. So, you know, what are we going to do? They were all close. They were all, you know, Carolina were 2 down with 40 seconds to go, loose ball, tough play. Florida State, 2 down, another close play under the basket, goes the other way. And Louisville were ahead for a while. We're tied late. So we played good during all those games. And, you know, in my mind, we were a tournament team. That doesn't mean I wasn't worried about it. I was worried about getting in. You're always worried about that. But I knew we had 3 wins away from home, Duke, you know, Texas A&M, Connecticut, that nobody else had. There was not one other team had those wins on the bubble. And, of course, I mean, we had some pretty good home wins. You know, Bonaventure was 30th, Notre Dame at home, Florida State at home. Pretty good wins. And at the end of the year, it showed that even teams like Virginia Tech and Georgia Tech are good teams. So we had a lot of good wins. But to sum it up, it was an up and down year, and we got into the tournament. We lost to Dayton 2 years ago. I thought that they were really good again. I thought we played really well second half against them, played one of our best games. Middle Tennessee, even though, as everybody knows, that's was a break for us, not getting Michigan State, even though they won the game, but it still is going to be looked at as a break. We played a great second half against them, and then we played really well at the end of the Gonzaga game. We played really well at the end of the Virginia game. And for us to continue playing, we're going to have to play better. We're not shooting the ball well in this tournament. Our numbers are not good offensively. Our defense has been good, but we have to play better in this tournament if we want to move forward. But that's kind of the summary of the season.
Let's go to the front right with Dan.
Dan Wolkin, USA Today, Jim. In Chicago last week, you mentioned losing a couple guys maybe a year before you expected to. Given that, what's it been like to have Trevor Cooney, stay as long as he did to help you sort of rebuild and his role in that? And also, did you have to say anything to him after the Michigan game, at the end in the Final Four when he was a freshman that, maybe that was a situation where a couple guys fouled out that he wouldn't have been in otherwise?
Yeah, I mean that was he didn't have a good opportunity in that game. It was just not a good. I did not put him in a good situation, and it really was hard to even get in a good situation there, given the circumstances. But with Trevor and Mike, obviously, those guys were graduates. If they felt that something wasn't good in our program, we weren't doing things right, they could have gone, obviously, like other guys do, someplace else. But they stayed with us, and they became, I think, two of the better leaders that we've had in terms of setting the example for young guys in a tough situation. A lot of times your leaders, you go 27-4, how much do your leaders have to really step up? You're having a pretty good year. There's not much adversity. We maybe lost one game we shouldn't have in there. But, this team has had a lot of opportunities where they could have, gotten real down, been in a tough situation, especially with three freshmen. Our center has not played in 3 years. So, I mean, really, it's almost like 4 freshmen out there. And Trevor and Mike have been unbelievable through this whole thing. And Trevor's probably got more criticism than any player I've ever coached in terms of people in Syracuse. But, you have great fans and you have about 1% of idiots. And, you just have to, he knows that, he understands that.
Back right with Mike.
Mike Waters, Syracuse Media Group. Jim, there's so much attention and pressure put on coaches to either get to the Final Four or get that national title. You and Roy both had Final Four appearances before you each got your first national titles. What's that do? What's that mean for a coach? And then does it, and also do you remember what you said to Roy after the 2003 championship game?
Yeah, I remember. I said, you win one. I didn't tell him he win 2, but, I hope I didn't make him think he could win 3. But, same thing Bob Knight said to me. He said, you'll win one of these one day. In '87, he didn't tell me it was going to be 16 years, but he did say that to me. And it's when you win the national championship. As far as me, I mean, everybody's different. Everybody has their own thoughts, but I think that if you can win a national championship in coaching, I don't care if you coach 50 years. It's good. Everything's good. It's kind of like if one of you guys could win the Pulitzer Prize, you'd probably be happy, wouldn't you? Would you have to win 2? I shouldn't probably be bringing that up in this room.
Staying in the back right with CL.
Coach CL Brown, ESPN.com. I was wondering if I'm back here.
I know. I'll find
Behind
it.
Mike.
Hey, Steve, how you doing?
I was wondering if there was a moment where Richardson and Leiden kind of everything clicked for them in terms of fitting into the rotation.
Yeah, I wish I could tell you. They started out the year in Atlantis like seniors. They played really the best they played all year. Tyler Leiden averaged, I think, 15 and 8 in Atlantis. And I said, I'm thinking we got a superstar here right now. And Malachi did about the same thing, and then Tyler came back and took about 4 shots in the next 10 games or something. And, but I think the last 12 to 14 games, whatever it was, Tyler Leiden's averaged 14, close to that, or he's averaged good numbers and blocked a lot of shots. I'm sure he blocked more shots in this tournament than any player we ever had, or if he didn't, it's got to be close to it. What is it, 17? I don't know, but it's crazy numbers for a skinny kid that everybody said in Syracuse he can't play center. I guess he proved them wrong. But they played, Malachi's been good all year. He's had his ups and downs like most freshmen. He had a bad tournament going until we needed him. And when we needed him, he was there. He had arguably one of the best halves of basketball that any players had in this tournament or many other tournaments, what he did.
Staying on the right side to the left of the aisle.
Mark Larson, Time Warner Cable News, Syracuse. Coach, your players have been talking throughout the tournament about proving people wrong, and they seem to really enjoy that. How much have you enjoyed this run in that regard?
I don't really, honestly, I don't think about that anymore. I probably did 20 years ago or 10, whatever, but I just want these guys to keep winning, have fun, enjoy it. It's great for them. I think it's always great for your program when you win. You know, I mean, you talk to recruits, they listen a little bit more when you're winning, when you're going places. But you know, I stopped trying to prove people wrong a long time ago.
Up toward the front, Greg.
Greg Logan from Newsday. Jim, when you look back at the sanctions that you underwent, what do you feel the impact has been and will be going forward, and what is your evaluation of that situation as you review it?
Well, I thought the words one of the ex-members of the committee said the other day were good. I thought, you know, they're not trying to cripple you, they're giving you a punishment. And if it hurts you, it hurts you. That's life. They're not intentionally, I was surprised to read this a little bit, but we're not trying to intentionally do that. I'm not sure that's true, but that's what he said. But I think the punishments are real. You know, losing scholarships is never a good thing. It's you need guys. I mean, we might only play 8 or 9 guys, but we usually have 12 or 13 and try to figure out who's going to. It's a guessing game in recruiting sometimes. But that hurts. I think being out 9 games is a severe punishment for a coach. And if you don't think that, you just don't know it. You haven't been through it. It's a severe punishment. Losing the games when I think is the most irritating thing to me, because there's many situations in past cases where similar things, exact same things happen and games were not taken away. So, and we presented all that stuff, but you know, nobody listened. And but that was the thing that probably bothered me as much as anything. You know, things can happen in your program. You have to take responsibility for them, and you have to go on. I've coached 40 years, and yeah, you know, that's something that I regret. I'm not happy about. I don't think we gained any competitive advantage at any time in this whole case that we've been through for 10 years. And I think it weighed on us for 10 years, and it affected recruiting for 10 years, and that's just part of the punishment. But when they say cheating, that's not true. Rules being broken is a lot different. Cheating to me is intentionally doing something. Like you wanted to get this recruit and you arranged a job for him, or you went to see him when you shouldn't, you called him when you shouldn't, to gain an edge in recruiting and to get a really good player. That's cheating. I think if something happens that you're not aware of and it doesn't really even affect the recruit, I don't look at it the same way. It's a violation, and I think when rules are violated, there should be a punishment, and you can always disagree with how an interpretation is made by a committee in this case that's different from this case, that's different from this case over here, and that's one of the problems. And it's an imperfect system. Someone who's on the committee came to me and said, we have a horrible, horrible model here. It's not from me. So, did I answer that? Okay.
Next and final question.
Hey, Jim, how are you? Playing in your dome, how much do you think that will help you playing in this dome? And do you think zone really helps playing in the big buildings?
I don't think so. I've seen teams come into our building and shoot 60%. You know, I saw this kid from Charlotte come in and make 11 threes against us. You know, he never played in the dome. So, you know, guys that can shoot anywhere. They can shoot outdoors. You know, it doesn't matter. No, I don't think it matters. We've all played in big buildings. Yeah, I don't think that makes a big difference.
All right, thank you
Thank
very
you.
much, Coach. See you tomorrow. Sorry? Yep. Our final news conference of the day here in the main media room will be at 3:05. Coach Roy Williams of the North Carolina Tar Heels. Ladies and gentlemen in the media, welcome back to the main interview room here at NRG Stadium, the Final Four in Houston, Texas. Just a reminder, while joining us, please silence all cell phones. Please refrain from the use of flash photography. No video recording devices are allowed in this room at this time, including handheld cameras, mini cameras, cell phone cameras, etc. Please refrain from shooting video for social media as well. The hallways and the locker room availability times, you are welcome to do that, but not in this room. The satellite information was announced previously. If you need that information, come and see me during a break or a representative with Hammond Communications in the back of the room. We do have 4 microphone stewards who are diligently working the crowd today. Danny, Justin, Sierra, and Joe are here to help you get your questions answered. And in just a moment, we'll have the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, Roy Williams. He'll be joining us. We're less than a minute away. This news conference is scheduled to run from 3:05 to 3:25, 20 minutes with Coach Williams. Everything good? Okay. Yes. You got it, Coach? Good to see you. It's beautiful. We're joined now by the head coach of the North Carolina Tar Heels, Roy Williams. We'll ask Coach Williams to tip things off with an opening statement. Then he'll take some questions.
Ecstatic to be here. We've already practiced an hour and a half out on the court. Thought we had a good practice. Need to have a good film session later today, or tape session, I guess, is what they call it now. And then we need to have a good practice tomorrow. But I think our kids are enjoying themselves. People at the hotel have been fantastic. The people here at the arena have been fantastic. And the media guys are always fantastic. So I'm ready.
We're looking for the first question for Coach Williams, and we have one, maybe two, just to the right of the aisle.
Luke DeCock, Raleigh News and Observer. Roy, Marcus has, over his 4 years, gained an appreciation for analytics and synergy and that kind of side of the game. Does he ever come to you with things that he spots, and when did you become aware that that's something that he had become interested in?
I've seen some of his comments, and he's told me a couple of things, but I like a little dose of it. I really do, but I don't like a lot of it because it just gives you so much that I think you get so deeply involved in it, you forget about personalities and you forget about the stage of the game when things happen. So I know Marcus is very analytical. I'm more than I ever was, but still there'd be a huge majority of the people in the basketball world between me and Marcus, much less some of those other guys that are way out there. But I'm always willing to take information and think about it and then make decisions whether I think it's valid for our team.
Coach, we're going to go all the way to the back of the room for Reed.
Yep.
Hey, Coach. Reed Forgrave with FoxSports.com. You're trying to become just the 6th coach of all time to win his 3rd national championship, and you're really close, and yet you've had this NCAA investigation looming over the season. I'm curious how you've been able to balance the up and down emotions, kind of like the complex emotions of this season.
Well, it really hasn't affected the coaching part because it's been my sort of salvation. I go over there and I don't think about all that stuff. And, we have talked about it so much. It's been such a big story that I'm tired of it. We have in my opinion, the greatest sporting event there is, the Final Four going on. And it's about 4 schools, 4 teams, 4 coaching staffs who've worked their tail off to get here. And all that other stuff that sometimes I call junk is been talked about too much. I really want to focus on my team and the other guys, their teams, and what's happening, because it's okay to be a college basketball player, and it's a great, great event to be in the Final Four. And the first part of the question about being the 6th guy, I really don't think about those things. I'm trying to figure out how in the dickens I can get enough baskets against Syracuse's zone. And I've been very fortunate to have great kids who have made me look really good, and I hope they keep doing it for a long time.
Next one will be to the right of the room, to the right of the aisle.
Hey, Roy. Mark Armstrong with ABC 11. Obviously, the trajectory as players has been remarkable for Marcus and Bryce. What do you remember about them personality-wise as freshmen? They really came in as lambs, and they're obviously leaving as much different people.
Well, Mark, their personalities were so different and still are so different, but yet you've heard me call them the odd couple because they do really, deep down, really enjoy and like each other, and it's been a great partnership for them. But, you know, Marcus, I knew that after Kendall left, because no one thought that Kendall would have that kind of opportunity that he did, and Marcus, as he said several times, he thought he was coming in to be a backup for Kendall and perhaps play with him a little bit and get indoctrinated into big-time college basketball. So I felt Marcus a little bit more his whole mental stage because I handed him the ball and said, all right, you got to make us go. And he accepted that. And he struggled a little bit, but for the most part, he just handled it and tried to do the best he could do and relished the good plays and put the bad plays behind them and tried to learn from it. Bryce was a guy that I thought had a tremendous upside, but we needed to get his motor going so much more. And Marcus had such a serious side about him, and Bryce had such a non-serious side about him that you didn't think it was going to work, and it's worked perfectly. But they have grown so much. It's one of the truly great things that I, as a coach, enjoy. That sounds corny and everything, but watching those kids mature and grow and develop over the 4 years has been it's been a really neat deal to see those two guys. And I told you guys before, my high school coach told me, he said he thought that I've coached Bryce and got him to progress farther and more than anybody that I've ever coached. And my statement back was that gives coaching too much credit. But I do believe that Bryce is right up there, if not the top youngster of improved so much. It may be more than anybody I've ever coached.
On the right side toward the back, Mike.
Mike Waters, Syracuse Media Group. Roy, you took several teams to a Final Four before you finally got that first national title. Jim Boeheim was in the same boat. Dean, too. What's it mean for a coach when you finally get that first title? And does coming to a Final Four, having won one, make the Final Four a different experience for you?
Well, the last part is, the answer is no. I mean, we've won two of them, and I've still just been like a little puppy dog. I mean, I think it's fantastic and love that part of it. It means you've accomplished something, and it means there's a greater prize out there, and now there's only 4 people that can possibly get that greater prize. So that part of it's easy. For me, I was Coach Smith's assistant when I heard all the stuff about he, quote, can't win the big one, which was, I got a lot of adjectives in the way I described that, but I didn't believe in it at the time, and I was on his staff when he won, when North Carolina won it in '82 when Coach was our head coach. We made several trips and never won it. I was part of Jimmy's first one. I'll never forget walking down to shake hands with Jimmy after they beat us in 2003 in New Orleans. And I remember it like it was yesterday. I said, Jimmy, I'm really sad, but I'm really happy for you. And I meant that. And I'll never forget Jimmy's response. He said, basically, thank you. He said, but you're going to get one too. And what it is as coaches, you just work. I try to work my tail off every day and try to do the best I can do, and hopefully at the end of the season look back and evaluate and say, well, we did okay. And I'm at the stage in my career that I want a lot more of them so I can look back and say, hey, you did okay even a few more times. And so that's basically it with me.
To the left of the aisle toward the back.
Coach Jim Roop, Westwood One News. Number 1 seed facing a number 10 seed. What kind of pressure is there for you to win this game? Or at this level, does the rankings not even matter?
Personally, I think the rankings do not matter at all, because if you tell me that we're 1 and they're 10, and that means that they give us some points, I'd be really happy. But you'd probably say that we got to give them like it's golf, trying to even it up. There's a golf course in the mountains of North Carolina that has concrete blocks that says spot died here, because guys always want you to spot them some shots. Well, spot died here too. There's no points, no strokes or anything in the NCAA tournament. And for me, Jimmy Boeheim's Syracuse team is really good and deserves to be here because they beat teams to get here. They didn't vote Syracuse to get here. They beat teams to get here. Everybody that they were lined up to play, they beat them to get here. And the fact that they're playing pretty doggone well too. what they did to Virginia, I didn't think I would ever see, because I've got such great respect for Tony Bennett and his club. And man, that was the second half. That was so impressive. Probably as impressive a basketball time period I've seen all year.
To the right.
If you guys don't play golf, I'm sorry about all my golf analogies.
Roy, Brian Hamilton from Sports Illustrated. Obviously, you guys don't need Marcus this year the way you needed him when he was a sophomore. But what's the difference for a guy when he goes from being the guy to not necessarily always have to be the guy? How much of an adjustment is that?
Well, I think it's a little adjustment. You know, and Tyler Hansbrough for us carried us for a couple of years, and we won a national championship, and he had a lot of help. You know, because we had Ty and Danny and Wayne Ellington and Dion. But I think one thing that runs from both those kids, they want to win. Marcus was phenomenal as a sophomore, phenomenal. As good a year as I've ever had a backcourt player play. And if you go in that locker room and ask Marcus if he enjoyed his sophomore year more or his senior year more, he's going to tell you he enjoyed this year more, because he and Tyler Hansbrough both cared about winning. There is a big difference. I mean, if Marcus didn't play well, we didn't win. Early in Tyler's career, if he didn't get 25 and 12, we didn't win. But I think both those kids appreciate winning and understand how difficult it is, and they enjoy that more.
Up in the front, but to the right of the aisle, Mike.
Michael Presti, NCAA.com. How hard, Roy, is it to simulate Syracuse zone in practice, and what can you do to do it?
Michael, as you know, it's impossible to simulate. You just can't do it. First of all, our blue team's not 6'5", 6'6" across the front line, and got Roberson back there and Juan Coleman back there and Malachi and all those guys. But we don't know all the little things that makes it so successful, because Jimmy's the one that knows that, and he's the guy that coaches it. We watch it on tape. We show them on tape. We show them plays of when we have played them. But it is really hard to simulate that in practice. And, you know, you got those guys in football that try to simulate the triple option. If you don't have one of those great quarterbacks, it doesn't work. And for us, you just got to keep trying and do everything you can.
Toward the back in the middle.
Brooke Pryor, North State Journal. Roy, you've become close friends with your old coaches and own players when they were done playing or you were done playing. Is Marcus one of those guys that you envision having a long-lasting relationship with?
Yes, and gosh, I hope so. And I think it will, because he's one of the most incredible young men I've ever been around. Marcus Page has made me a better coach every day. He teaches me something every day. I think you have an opportunity to learn from every player, but Marcus truly has the gift of getting other people to follow him. And he has that gift, and I hope that our relationship only gets better and better, and I think it will.
Staying in the center toward the back, Zach.
Zach Brazilian, New York Post. Coach, what's been so different about Joel Berry last year to this year, and how is he different?
Zach, I think the biggest thing is he's been healthy this year. You know, last year he was groin pull, had a concussion at one time, I think. He banged heads with somebody, I can't remember now who it was, but he was basically hurt all year and trying to get more playing time and not being as successful, and, you know, just snowball kind of effect of things going wrong. He even missed a game because he got sick. I mean, he's back in his dorm room, and roommates walk in. He said, "How'd you guys do?" You know, I said, "What do you mean, how'd you guys do? You're part of it. How'd we do?" But, I mean, he's asleep and as sick as a dog and can't even watch the game. So I think the health has been the big issue. And then the other thing is sweat. I think he saw some of the things that he needed to do and needed to improve, and he worked his little rear end off on it.
We got three right in the same general area. Let's start in the back.
Okay.
Powell Latimer from the Greensboro News and Record. Roy, Theo's been an emotional guy for you in March, but he's also played really well. What's been the key to his improvement on the court, not just him kind of taking over press conferences?
You know, every year I get together with guys at the end of the season and talk about the three biggest things that you've got to do. And one of those with Theo is you got to value the basketball more, you know, not turn it over. And his assist-to-error ratio this year, knock on wood, if he messes up tomorrow night, I'm going to blame you, or Saturday. has been off the charts. He's given us another playmaker out there, not at a point guard position. So that's the number one thing. He's given us a burst of energy sometimes. Last year in the Notre Dame game, he gave us a tremendous burst in the Notre Dame game. And then, he was hurt and tried to play and just wasn't healthy. So a little bit like Joel Berry, he's so much healthier this year that he's able to give us more things. And eventually, Theo is going to 100% buy into about how good he can be defensively and use that concentration there. And he's going to be a fantastic player eventually defensively. And eventually, he's going to be a much better shooter because he's going to work at it.
Stay in that same area, Pete.
Roy, Pete Thamel from Sports Illustrated. Two-part question here. The first is I saw your comments on the radio yesterday where you took umbrage with the story in the Washington Post that I felt like painted your health as failing and maybe a little bit frail. First part is, what is the reality of your health right now, Roy? And the second part is, will the results of this weekend factor into any potential retirement?
Okay, I appreciate, I was very disappointed in the article. I've got two of my very good friends that came to me almost literally apologizing, just tears in their eyes because they felt like that they were misquoted. I've never read the article, never will read the article. Those kind of things do bother me. I have thin skin, but especially thin skin when it hurts people that I truly, truly care about, and their reaction to me really bothered me. The fact is, of my health, I'm pretty doggone good. Up until the knee surgeries this summer, I was working out 8 times a week, which more than most people do. I felt like I could play 45 holes of golf in every day, 27 days in a row, and never get tired. I still feel that way as long as I've got a cart right now that can drive right up to the ball. My health, I've got a head cold right now. I've got a sinus infection. I got 2 bum knees, and I've never felt better in my life than I feel right now. And so that I do take offense at that kind of article that takes something that somebody says it's not truly what they said, but also it portrays, my guys think I'm wacko. I don't think guys think your coach is wacko and you do weird things if they think you're on your deathbed. The other thing is this, what happens the next 5 days is going to have nothing to do with what I do the rest of my life. If this was the first time and the only time that I would ever make a Final Four and the only time that I was ever going to have a chance to win a national championship, it might have a difference. But, I've been very fortunate to coach a few more, and I hope to coach some more. But when I quit, it will not be because of anything that happens this weekend.
Same area.
Roy, Chris Carlson from Syracuse Media Group. The investigation's obviously gone on up there a while, like it did for Syracuse, yet you guys are here. How much tangible impact do you think it's had so far?
I think Jimmy and I had to answer the same question this morning together, and hopefully we won't have to answer it continually while we're here, but I think it affected us because it was our school. Jimmy went to Syracuse, I went to North Carolina. We've always loved those places, perhaps more than it would have any other coach. It had nothing to do with these players. These players were not involved. It affected us as a distraction, the way people looked at us personally. But again, our teams are here because they played their way here. They had nothing to do with all the stuff, and I'm looking forward to talking about zone defenses and fast breaks and basketball players who have accomplished a great deal.
All the way in the back and all the way on the left, Coach.
I'll relieve you a bit and talk about the zone defense, Coach. Will
Thank you.
Pelagic, Yahoo Sports Radio. The adjustments in the second half that Syracuse made, very, very much talked about. How do you go about practicing not only what they did in that second half with the pressure and with the full court versus what they do with their base defense?
I missed your first name, and I apologize.
Will.
Will, I'm assuming you're talking about the second half of the Virginia game and not the second half of the season, right? Yeah, okay. It didn't surprise me because I've played Jimmy many times in the past, and some of his teams in the past have been known as great pressing teams. Every time we've played Syracuse in my entire career, we've always worked on press offense because he still has that in his brain and in his basketball notebook. I think they did it so well, Virginia had to help them a little bit, and I think that was the surprise because, again, the respect and the value that I had placed on Virginia and it was one of those terrible times, but you know, you can't let that color what happened to Virginia for the last 3 years because they've been sensational. But on game day in the second half, they made mistakes they don't normally make, and it's a little bit of both. Jimmy's club really did a great job, and Virginia helped them. But that's what happens anytime you press, because when you press, you open up the court and you create opportunities for your team and openings for other team as well. But we've worked on press offense for 2 days. We'll work on it again tomorrow. And we have things that we've always tried to do against press. We feel that they'll try to press us. We felt that they would try to press us in Syracuse. We felt like they would try to press us in Chapel Hill, and only one guy decides, and that's Jimmy Boeheim. But you go back in his career, they've had some teams that were really good pressing teams.
We have another question in the center.
To drag you away from basketball again for a second, last year with the controversy over the Indiana law, the NABC and the Final Four coaches released a statement supporting the NCAA's position, and that obviously got sorted out right before the Final Four. In North Carolina with the HB2, the NCAA has taken a similar position. Are you concerned that, you know, the state, which has hosted so many NCAA events, might lose that opportunity?
You know, Luke, it's a tough, difficult question you're asking of someone who doesn't know completely as much as I'd like to know before I make statements about a law. I hope that it doesn't put our state in a bad light in any direction. Roy Williams, University of North Carolina basketball has always been about diversity. My mentor was big about diversity and including everyone, and that's something that I've very much appreciated since I was a kid. Who I played with was extremely important to me, and I didn't isolate anyone. I think the University of North Carolina and Roy Williams and our basketball program is about diversity and always will be, and I hope that we will always include everybody involved, and that's really all that I can say because I don't know enough about it and may have even said more than I should have said, depending on what I know.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for this afternoon. Thank you very much, Coach. We'll see you tomorrow.
Mark, thank you.
See you tomorrow. Poorly, Coach. Actually, I played down in North Carolina quite a bit.